Let me come over here. There we go. Hello, everyone. We are live. Sorry we are late. We're about 10 minutes late. That's all right.
Not too
Technical difficulties, bathroom issues.
Slow.
This is funny.
A power nap.
A power nap, right? You took a nap. My office is upstairs, and I swear I don't need any Peloton bike because my stairs are like a Peloton bike. Like, it takes a lot of effort to climb those 12 stairs. I'm very picky. I didn't want 13 because that's like an evil number. So I made sure that when they built my home, I made sure it was 12 stairs. And then the builder was all like, I really don't build anything 13. Like, they always make sure it's 12 or 14.
Or 14.
Very weird. Yeah.
13. Yeah, that's a little strange. I never thought about that.
Yeah, like they never usually have a house of like 666 or 1313.
So someone else is superstitious too.
Exactly.
Exactly. I have no stairs, so
I'm drinking some water, trying to stay hydrated. Is it hot over there in Texas?
Always hot. It's always hot. That's like
hot over here in California. Yeah. It's 106. Like, it's really hot.
Oh wow! I don't think it's that hot.
Yeah. Huh?
I said, I don't know if it's that hot. It probably feels like 106.
And it's dry heat. Yeah. California has dry heat, and I know doesn't Texas have like humidity? Like,
yeah, ours is more moist.
Yeah,
it's good for my hair. It is. It just makes it bigger. I'm like, what difference does it make?
It does not make it bigger. What does that?
An alpaca. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how have you been?
I've been okay. I mean, hanging in there, all things considered, as I say. And I'm like, I'm not in a hospital bed and I can breathe and walk on my own. So I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing my huge challenge. I knew that if I didn't post it on social media, I didn't hold myself accountable, I wouldn't do it. I would just say that I would do it, but then make up excuses. I'm very nervous because it's starting in 3 days.
And you're like, this is a lot.
I have to start listing 35 items a day.
Do you have that many items to list?
I think I have around 500 that are not listed.
Okay.
Probably around 500 items. My strategies in this whole 1,000 items in 30 days is to do batch photographing and batch listing. So I plan to photograph 230 items a week. Oh my god! I can't even believe I said that. Like over 200.
All right, can I get a calculator? I only post like 2 items a day, so I'm like.
Yeah, I want to photograph I want to photograph at least 35 items a day. Like, and it takes me about a minute to photograph. I don't think photographing is going to be the problem.
Yeah.
That's about 35 minutes, half an hour per day.
Man, that is so fast. How do you even photograph that fast?
I have a box.
Okay.
And I'm very, very quick. Like, I don't spend hours on my photographing. It's front, back, label, and brand. Done.
Front, back, label, brand. Yeah, I should figure out how to make mine faster.
Of the item, the back of the item, the label of the item that should say the brand and size, and I'm done.
Oh, okay. And I think I'm all like, okay, I gotta get the fabric. Okay, what does this one pocket look like?
I don't even do
what does that one leg look like?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I really don't have time to do that, so I should stop. That's basically what we're saying.
Well, you want to fill up all of the photos on Poshmark because I think you can put 12 or 6 photos. So you want to try to fill up all the photos on Poshmark or on eBay. Because that's how your listings go to the top, and on eBay, that's how it goes,
So the more photos, right? Because I had heard that too, like the more photos, the better, basically.
Yes.
But
and a white
background. You really click fast, though. Okay, like whatever I'm going to do, I need to know exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. Left, right, back, whatever.
And then every Wednesday in the morning, probably at 10 o'clock in the morning, I plan to go live on Instagram and have listing parties, which means I will sit down and list 200 items.
Oh, wow.
In an hour, just get them all knocked out.
Wow, girl. That's why you can just challenge by yourself.
I have asked people to join with me. I've got a lot of positive feedback on Instagram. on
Yeah, I
YouTube. They're like,
saw.
"Oh my god, I'm so down with this." I'm like here with you. Like I want to do it. So I'm excited.
That's good.
Um, my goal is to make 10,000 a month. I think with 1,000 listings, I can make it. So that is that I'm gonna try. I know that Nicole State tried to do this and she didn't was not able to do it in a month. She did it like in 2 or 3 months.
Hmm.
I think her sales were close to 10,000. So
Oh
um,
wow, that would
I'm
be
very
really awesome. It
yeah,
would.
yeah. So
Girl,
you
make
know
my
the
eyes
thing
twitch.
you you and I don't have a bins. I don't have that near me. Like I don't have
Girl,
that. So I
no.
have to actually source at a higher price at a Goodwill. My bins are far from me. The closest one I have for me is about 45 minutes away, and it's not worth it to go. The LA bins are still doing the raffle or the I don't know. It's and the LA is like 2 hours. I just couldn't do it. It just wouldn't be.
And I would need, I guess, help sourcing because that always seems to be my thing. Like I can get through the store, but I don't know if I just don't want most of the items that are there, even at the bins. I still am not at the point where I'm coming home with like 140 pounds.
No.
I think the most it's ever been is maybe 30 items,
Oh wow.
literally.
Oh wow.
And I don't know if that means I'm super picky or I'm not going through the
Are
clothes
you
fast enough.
looking up comps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm slower at that or whatever, or I like to scroll a few seconds longer to see, okay, is there an average sale price or something,
Hmm.
Because, yeah, so I don't know. But I'm methodical in my life. So I'm not surprised by how fast I do things. And I'm like, girl, you know who you are. Don't fake like you fast because you're not.
What I would do, I'm at the business, grab everything
Hmm.
and then look it up in your cart and then like sort.
And then sort. I
So like if you
tried, I think
see
just one time.
like for example a J Crew, yeah,
Mhm.
J Crew does not sell a lot, but maybe that item sells.
Right.
So grab it and then check it up if that makes sense.
Yeah, because I did. I think you
Um,
gave me that advice before. I think I tried it. It worked okay. I think that was one time where I got more items, but I
mhm,
had a struggle like in line trying to look it up though.
right.
Because before getting to the front, I'm like, okay, look up, look up. So that does make you speed up though,
Yeah.
inevitably. So, but yeah, maybe I should try that more in a
Yeah.
few months.
Hmm. Yep. Yeah. So I noticed that my YouTube channel is growing. I'm hitting 50% away from being monetized. So I have
Yeah, you're getting really close.
50 subscribers. I have 1,000, like 900 hours. So I'm hitting
Oh, okay, so you're
almost
halfway on with it
2,000
too.
hours and I'm hitting almost 500 subs. So I'm hitting that 50% mark.
That's to be so exciting.
So yeah, I know. I
You've been
know.
working towards it now for, is it 2 years? About, right? Almost.
Oh, on YouTube, no, it's only I started my channel. Let me look at it. Actually,
Because it was during the pandemic, right?
it
During
was
2020.
during the pandemic.
Okay, so maybe
My
it's just
first video was May of 2020.
okay. Okay. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So in almost 2 years, I'm almost hitting that mark. Now I've noticed that you've been doing the new YouTube short videos. It's kind of like TikTok on YouTube.
A
Those
little
little
bit.
short
Um,
videos. I've been doing them too. How have they affected your channel? Have they brought more people?
that's what I wondered too, and I really I had to think a few from before,
Mhm,
just talking about a few little financial things or whatever. And so they're just, I guess, now quote unquote labeled as shorts.
mhm.
So, and I think I did one on like a student loan update or whatever. And so it had maybe 300, 400 people. I don't know if it really brought anybody that was new per se. Because is it true that it does not count for your watch hours?
I don't think it does. I loaded my first one. I got 374 views. I mean, it just
That's
started to like
good.
explode. I was like, really,
Yeah.
really weird. It's still in the beta stage, which means they're still testing it. So
Yeah.
I thought it would be like the reels where the reels are just pushing out your content. Like
Right. So thousands and
Instagram is
thousands.
just
Oh,
pushing and
yeah.
pushing and pushing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I put a video of Pitbull. It did have the TikTok logo on it, so I think that's why that one kind of flopped. It only got 29 views. And then after that, yesterday, I posted another short, and it only got 24 views. So
Mhm.
only my first one was the one that kind of really flew. So we'll
Okay.
see. But I don't know if I'm gonna continue. I might do it through this whole 1,000 listings. I might
Yeah.
because
Because
I
you
want
do
to
quick
promote.
updates.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing weekly YouTube videos. I'm gonna be going live. I'm really gonna be diving into this 1,000 listings because if I look like an idiot, it's gonna be all over. But that's okay. If I fail, that's
That's
okay
fine.
because we'll learn why
Yeah.
I didn't get there and what steps you need to do, to do it, and I'll try it again. So.
Yeah. That's it for sure.
Mhm, mhm.
And I know we're going to talk about today actually YouTube, which we enjoy talking about anyways. So kind
Yeah.
of talking about like the benefits, and then I guess some of the, I wouldn't even say disadvantages, but some of the things that are, I guess, maybe difficult. So some of the benefits and the more difficult aspects of using YouTube to both build a reselling business and to build a brand.
Mhm. I think social media in general is has its pros and cons. If I could go back, I would have used a fake name. N-
Mm,
Number one, would never have used
hands
my real
down,
name.
huh?
I
Yeah,
would have
that makes
used
sense.
an I would have used an alias
Mhm.
completely.
Uh,
Because it's just not worth to have your family or your friends or your employer, if you have one, people call up your employer and they get your family's number and threaten them. It's just is. So number one thing, if you want to start a YouTube channel and a brand, and you want privacy, you still want to keep like your social media life and your real life separate, go on social media with a totally fake name. Totally
hmm.
fake name.
But then how do you, I guess that's my question then. So
Mhm.
how do you build your brand then? So you have an alias, but then because like in the description, you usually give like your personal branded website
Mhm.
and your merchandise,
It will be all under whatever name that you want
whatever
to choose.
name.
Yeah.
Um,
I regret to a certain extent that horrible part of social media where people like Google your name and find out where you live and threaten you and and show up at your house. I'm very well protected. I have a lot of cameras. All my neighbors know what I do. They're all my friends on social media, so I'm very protected. I don't feel like like scared,
yeah.
But
And honey, I
it's
live next to the police. So you're gonna live in
yeah,
the police
yeah,
live next door.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, you can come in here and try if you want to. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, and see,
But
I guess I had never even thought about like
mhm.
haters in that sense. Girl, I probably would have never started. If I would have thought about like, right, I would have been like, we out. I'm good with it,
Yeah,
Because we
yeah.
get haters and then
There
people
has been
fighting
people on
you.
social media that have their people have called CPS on them.
That's
People
crazy.
have called their children's schools trying to get them kicked out. Like there's been like in-depth harassment. Like, and it's something that social media just doesn't talk about.
Yeah, it's
It,
much harsher.
it's kind of brushed underneath the rug. And people don't understand. YouTube is about you. It's about your channel. You can talk about whatever you want. It's freedom of speech. Now, can you make death threats? Of course not. There is certain types of laws and regulations on freedom of speech and
Mhm.
your First Amendment, but you can basically talk about whatever you want as long as you're not threatening or you're not going to say anything that's crazy. So
Yeah. And so that if you
that's what
just talk
YouTube is
about
all
both sides.
about. We all have different opinions. We all think about things differently. We're not all going going to agree, and we should be able to state that on our channels without having backlash or without having, hatred towards like
Right. You should be able to have a
any
voice,
other
basically
person.
saying,
Right.
and a voice that has an impact if that's what you're
Right.
looking for. And
Mhm.
looking to bring, let's say, whatever your niche is to the
Mhm.
forefront or whatever that case may be. So you just
Yep.
highlighted really two things that were on both sides. So, right, you get to have that voice and have the impact, but then the unfortunate part of if there's, people hating on you for whatever reason. And
Mhm.
then the part about though too is that you are who you are. So you
Right.
hope that you are, confident with your channel and you're authentic and
Mhm.
you just are who you are. And people have to, you know,
Yeah.
you accept it or you move on to a different channel.
Right. Like, for example, Walmart. Walmart is owned by the Waltons. That's their legal name. But their business name is Walmart. So when I say use an alias or use, that's what I mean, if that
That
makes
makes
sense.
sense.
So you can
Yeah.
register your business name Walmart, but
Mhm.
you're the owner as Waltons, if that
I
makes sense.
got you. Yeah.
So when people Google Waltons, I mean, how many times do people Google? I mean, I haven't Googled Waltons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've Googled Walmart.
That's
So,
true. You Google that business name. That's true.
mhm,
Not the person. Hmm.
right.
That's true. That's
I
very
think
true.
Wendy's, that's her name. Like that's the owner's daughter's name. I
Oh,
think
okay.
his
Never
daughter's name
mind.
is, and he died, and I think Wendy really owns it. Wendy,
Oh,
like
okay.
the real Wendy. Yeah.
I
Hmm.
didn't realize that. That's interesting. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Um,
did get in touch with a social media attorney. I am in contact because I do have a little bit of harassment on social media. People can disagree with me. That's fine. I don't care if you make videos about me disagreeing with me. It doesn't like hurt my feeling. I don't cry or like lose sleep. Like I really don't care. I can give a shit less. Because when my name is in your mouth, I'm important.
yes,
Like
quite.
you're a fan of me,
Yes.
good or bad. Know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't want my videos that I posted to be used in malicious content. Like I don't want to be taken and manipulated and like cut and pasted into something that it wasn't. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid to show my face on social
Right.
media. So the people that talk bad about people in general, why are they hiding their
That's a good question.
like show your face. Put your name out there. You know what I mean? Like you're a coward, basically.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, show your face, you know. So,
Hmm.
I mean, you shouldn't be like afraid. Um, I think YouTube has not really brought sales to my Poshmark store. I think Posher VA has definitely hands down.
Yeah.
But what YouTube has done is I like to make content. I like to make
Hmm.
creator content.
I
I
think it's
actually
finding your audience,
let's
right?
enjoy it. Mhm. And if you jump on YouTube and you think that you're going to start making millions and millions of dollars and go viral, great. I mean, if your video goes viral, great.
Hands down,
Congratulations.
yeah. I know.
That's like a content creator's dream is for
It
their
is to have one video
video
that gets a
go
million views.
bananas.
Yes.
Exactly. That would be, dream. But YouTube is it's a lot of work. It's a lot of effort. You don't just jump onto YouTube
Mhm.
and get like a million followers. It just doesn't work that way. And if
Yeah.
any YouTubers out there saying that or making the belief that that's what it is, that's a lie. So
And it's, yeah, and that's one of the another difficult thing about trying to build your brand and reselling business on YouTube is that exact thing: the time, effort, energy. Because I'm like, I was thinking before we started this video, I was like, okay, the time, energy, and effort it takes to actually, okay, I'm going to come up with a topic for this video.
right,
Okay, I'm going to prepare for this video. So, like, let's say it's a what's sold video. You say,
right,
okay, decide on a what's sold video. How will I prepare for that? Oh, that's right. I need to know, okay, what's sold between this time frame and this time frame. I
mm-hmm,
need to be able to show that item. What did
mm-hmm,
I buy it for? Where did I buy it from? What was the
right,
profit? What were my gross sales? Like
mm-hmm,
you're writing all these things down so you can tell the viewers as information for, okay, things they would maybe want to look out for while they're out reselling,
right,
let's say. But there's a
right.
lot to prepare for the videos and then to actually shoot
Yeah.
the video and
Uh-huh.
then to edit the video and then to
Yeah.
post it because then you're now trying to use SEO or search engine optimization in order to have
YouTube
people
buddy,
find it.
you have to get that to see, your title and
Yep.
and everything in the descriptions. Now they're saying that tags don't matter, it's just like
Right.
it's like
We
whatever.
don't we
And
don't even know. Yeah.
right, right. And I don't and everyone's saying to niche down, niche down, niche down, like
Mhm.
get to a topic and really and I don't want to do that. I don't want to niche so far down that I
Right.
can't break off into do uh, other content. I want to do content of leaving your job to be to own your own business. That's where I want my content to surround, whether it's to sell on Poshmark, to sell on
Mhm.
Amazon, to sell on eBay, to sell and start your own gift card company, but just to leave the corporate America and be self-sufficient and
Right.
financially
And
stable.
really learn
That's
the
where I
ins and
want my
outs.
niche
Yeah.
to
Mine's very similar, so
right.
I know exactly what you mean. But you're basically casting that wider net to have that
Mhm.
wider audience, because then you have ultimately more impact, right?
Right.
And
Mhm.
it's great because then even on YouTube, you can put in the description to say, okay, you can also link to your other social media channels.
Right.
So, hey, if
Mhm.
you found me here, maybe you can look for me here,
Right.
So that's a good part about it too. And you give
Mhm.
them access to your brand site, your
Right.
merchandise, just all kind of your affiliate links, like it goes
Right.
on and on.
Yeah, my affiliates have gone up, with Posher
Oh yeah,
VA
I'm writing about
daily.
that.
I'm having people sign up.
Oh,
It's
it's
like
awesome.
daily, every day I have a notification. I mean, so that's really good. I'm really happy that people are using that service, using a bot service. It is against Poshmark terms and service. I always have to say that crap because then they'll be like, "Oh my God, she said to go and use Posher VA, and then my closet got shut down and blah blah blah." Who wants to hear that? No one wants to hear that. Um, Poshmark does not care if you use a bot. I don't care what anyone says. I did not use a bot for a long time. I was like following the rules on Poshmark. Probably, I've been using a bot. I think for six months now.
Okay.
Um, Probably 6 months. I signed up for Posture VA and then never used it.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I used it 7 days and I really enjoyed it.
Hmm.
And then I didn't. I was kind of afraid to sign up because I don't want my closet to shut down. So I kind of just like watched how other people
Yeah.
were doing it, and then I was kind of like, ugh, and then
Do I
it
want to
just
put
got to a
somebody?
point where I just couldn't share my closet, and I just
Yeah, you're like, okay, enough.
yeah, I'm gonna try this, and within 30 days, it's been crazy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm,
It's tripled my sales,
that's
quadrupled.
amazing. That's
Daily sale, yeah. I'm trying to get you back to Poshmark. I got you off of Poshmark. You, like, hate Poshmark now, but yeah.
I don't even, it's not that I hate it. I just, there's not, if I have 48 hours in a day, all right, I'm coming back. But since I don't,
Yeah.
I just, I was just mad. I was just spread too thin to even be functioning. So I'm much happier how just being on eBay for right now. So
Yeah.
it's okay. It's okay.
Definitely.
Let's see. We talked about one thing. So in regards to, I guess something that's difficult about YouTube is being patient.
Yeah.
So a big, like huge thing. Like you're cool if you go viral. That's dope if you hit, 1 million views on your one video. But you really have to be just settle into the fact that okay, I'm going to have to be consistent. I'm gonna have to put up 1 or 2 or 3 videos every single week for a year and a half, two
Right.
years, even before you even monetize, before
Right.
you even get to the point of being able to like make money from ads or
Right.
anything like that. So it's important to know that. Even though I still think it's worth it, right? Because I was thinking too that it's almost like a training ground for what's
Mhm.
next in your life, if that makes sense.
Right
Because
now, Poshmark on my channel is just going really good. Any video that I make about Poshmark
I'm
sales,
sure.
hauls, Goodwill hauls, what I'm listing is just up. I mean, the views are just crazy.
Yeah.
So
Because it's like
that's
I
where
feel like
like
that's up
YouTube is
too.
telling me that's where they're pushing out my videos. But
Hmm.
I don't want my whole channel to be about Poshmark. I just don't.
Understand. Yeah.
I do want to mix other content in there, and I do, and I get less views, but that's okay.
Right.
Um,
Because you still want to be able to like educate people about
Diverse.
other just business savvy things. And yeah,
Yeah.
I know exactly what
Like,
you mean.
I had a video forever on my channel. It was one of Nicole State's mystery boxes, and it
Oh,
was
that's not,
getting let me go into it
it
actually.
probably went up, huh? In
It
this
was
last
getting like 231 views in July. That was like the highest. When I
mm,
first released it in March, it was of this year, it was 83 views in the
mhm,
first 4 days. And
mm,
then
yeah.
by July, it was like 200 views. Then in the last couple months, it's gone up to 997 views.
Mm, I guess
So that is a video that obviously with the whole drama, what's going on,
it's
that's probably why
trending.
people
It's
went back and watched that video.
right, and that's something
Um,
to for everybody to pay attention to too, right? Because it's kind of like the
mhm,
reselling business in that aspect too, where the
right.
politics and news that's out there, or things that are trending, or that
Drama,
people
yeah.
find drama, or people find interesting,
Hmm.
you make a video on it, those views are going to go up. So you have to be mindful of
Like
that.
my video on Poshmark does mail fraud. A lot of people hated that video. I really don't care. It's the truth.
Mhm.
Poshmark did thousands and thousands and thousands in mail fraud.
Oh,
So, but nobody talks about it. And it got 873 views.
wow.
Now, and this is a whole nother thing. People don't understand that like likes and dislikes on YouTube is the same. Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
If your video is getting traction of likes, comments,
Engagement. Yes.
engagement, exactly. Poshmark, about Poshmark or about whatever the topic of that video, YouTube
Hmm.
is gonna push it out.
Yep.
YouTube is gonna push out that video.
Yep, for sure. And then as
Um,
we see
then
that we
my other video of how I went from 0 sales to 1,000, I got 500 views.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
And then
the
what was
great part
my
about this too, though, is that like, because I remember listening to one of Nicole State's videos about, I guess, really how much she was making per
Mhm.
year on YouTube, and it was super interesting because you're sitting there going, okay, so you really do, you can get paid on a video over and over and over again,
Yeah.
right? Some news about Poshmark comes out, and a video that we maybe had go semi-viral that got a few thousand hits could then go viral again, let's say, right? Quote
Mhm.
unquote viral, right? Our kind of small town viral.
Mhm.
But it means you're all of a sudden making money on a video you may have made 3 years ago. So
Yeah.
it's almost like what's that word? Kind of like passive income, right? You've
Yep.
posted and put the energy in once and it continues to pay. So it's a huge perk of being on YouTube.
Right.
And so it's like that's another reason why you want to be consistent every week and just continue to go. You say, okay, I just because I mean this has been
Mhm.
difficult during the pandemic to get up and make a video and plan for a video when you're
Yeah.
like, the
Mhm.
world's ending and my hair's on fire.
Right. Right. Right.
It's hard.
And there's some people out there that think because I did do a video about Nicole State in support of her. I got 3,400 views, but I have another video that got 4,000 views. I have another video that did 2,000 views. Just because I'm not monetized yet, I didn't do that video in support of Nicole State for views. I have other videos on my channel that are performing outperforming that video.
Mm,
And so I make content because I really like that topic or I
mm,
really want to talk
really
about.
want to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm not a
Mhm.
YouTuber that makes videos just to get views or just to get traction or if I lose a lot of subscribers because I'm a supporter of Nicole State, that's fine with me too. I actually enjoy making content. I actually like making videos. I actually like to pick a topic and talk about it.
Mhm.
So,
And that's the great thing, right? About YouTube, you can do that.
mhm.
Just choose something and say, okay, I'm going to go on here and talk about it. And you
Mhm,
have
and
an
there's some
audience.
videos that I've made that have flopped, that are horrible, and they're
Mhm.
still on here, and that's okay.
And then you never know if one of those will get picked up by the algorithm, right?
Right.
For a reason or not. Maybe something crazy happens in the news and all of a sudden that's like, right?
Mhm.
It takes you out in the algorithm somewhere because we don't know what the algorithm is or does
It's
or
true.
how it works.
Mhm.
So that's a big thing. Let's see. Oh, of course, the increased income, right, from
Mhm.
YouTube. So just even the possibility of, let's say, using Google AdSense
Mhm.
to increase your just another stream of income,
Mhm.
and then also affiliate marketing,
Mhm.
and then brand deals. There's so
Mhm.
many different ways that YouTube can give you that exposure
Mhm.
because you're now like right. We said widen your net, widen your
Yep.
audience. So it
Yeah,
definitely perks
yeah.
that.
I kinda shut down, like I'm trying to pick which 3 platforms I really wanna stick to when it comes to social media, and definitely
Okay.
number 1 is gonna be Instagram, which is my number 1 where I have the most followers.
Mm-hmm.
Number two is YouTube, and number three is TikTok. I actually shut down my TikTok. I went and I deleted all of my videos, because on TikTok it's a whole nother type of beast, I would say, on TikTok. And I'm more of on the nursing and medical side on TikTok. I like to make videos, content on that side of TikTok, rather than reselling. So I've kind of flip flop back and forth. But now that I'm going to be really focusing on reels, I really want to batch my content and be able to post the video on Instagram and TikTok the same day. So I'm just going to be
Okay.
focused and talk about reselling now on TikTok and just really stay consistent.
Wait, reselling on TikTok or the
Re-
medical stuff on TikTok?
Reselling on TikTok.
Oh,
So no
reselling.
longer really talking about COVID and the vaccine and all that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Then I don't know if I have scaled down my social media or not. I think inevitably I have, without trying, I suppose, because I go on IG, but kind of mostly to kind of look around, I guess, because
Hmm.
I follow quite a few resellers. So some provide pretty good information, new brands or just some, how to clean certain materials and just little tidbits like that I like. Um, it's hard to grow on there for me. And so it's difficult for me to want to spend additional time on there when it's not really growing. But
I defollowed and got rid of about 200 followers. I go through
mhm,
my whole following list and I will like erase a bunch of people. If I see people that are following other people that are people that I don't want to be associated with, I will defollow you. I just did that
mhm.
on my YouTube follow list too. I went through and blocked and deleted. It's kind of like cleansing. Like
Yeah,
once
for sure.
I cleanse the toxicity. Yeah. So yeah. Um
Dang.
yeah. As much as social media is negative, there's way more positive that I've gotten out of it. Definitely putting your face out there on a camera
Yeah,
is hard. It's not
it's
easy
hard.
to
Yeah.
talk to a camera and think that, oh, I'm just going to do this and blah, blah, blah. And so for the people that are against you or being haters or putting down, they're not even on social media. They don't even like, you go to their account, it's like 0 followers. No,
Yeah. There's nobody home.
there's nobody. Exactly. Exactly.
Exactly.
So,
Mhm.
I want to be a content creator that is positive and always says, always stands up for, um, just being a good person and stop doing like with the hate and all that.
Yeah, understandable. Understandable.
And if I'm gonna get hate for that, I'm okay with that.
It is what it is. That's
Hmm.
true. That's true. And I really
Yeah.
do. This is like preparing us for,
Hmm.
I don't know if I want to say bigger stages, but like bigger
Hmm.
stages, bigger opportunities, because you don't even know whether, you may end up hosting a workshop for, business
Hmm.
entrepreneurs, end up on stage being a speaker or a panelist, and it's like, they go, okay, you guys want to be on a podcast or you want to be on, YouTube, like how we're doing now and being interviewed. You're going to be like, all right, boo, no problem. I've been on YouTube, for the
Right.
last 2 years. It's preparing you for stages that you have not even graced yet. And that's
Hmm.
super powerful, so it's going to be like this ease, like how we chat on here, knowing that who knows, like who could end up watching this, you know
Right.
what I mean? It's preparing you for rooms you've never been in yet. So
Right.
it's really cool
Hmm.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like good
Yeah.
things to come. So that's cool.
Yeah. Are
That's
you, because are you still on TikTok?
I am. I was trying to get more consistent with it again recently because it was really like initially really took off. Like you could get the followers and do the reels and do all that stuff and really see some traction very quickly. I still feel like it's like that, which is why I was trying to venture back. So yeah, I think my top three would maybe be YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook for me.
Really?
Only because I
Wow.
have like a small group of financial folks where we talk about student loan stuff on Facebook. So
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And then lots of, family and stuff over there because they don't necessarily come to all these other platforms. So,
Right.
yeah,
Right. Hmm.
and
Yeah.
like high school friends, all that kind of thing, right?
Yeah. I'm not really big on Facebook. I mean, I go in there rarely, but
And see, I have an addiction to it. So I have to,
really?
girl, obsessive tendency sometimes, okay? Legit. So I literally
Really?
like I go on there, so I literally upload it so I can be on there for 10 minutes and then I delete it. Literally every
Really?
single
Is it
day,
that
multiple
bad?
times a day. Yes. Well, because
Wow.
it's so easy. When it's an app, you literally just click in and out 42 times a day. And I don't have time for that. I need to be listing things, selling things.
Yes.
So, but that's
Yes.
helped so much. So anybody who that's a random tidbit, and I'm like, you have an addiction to Instagram, upload it and then delete it when you're done. So
Right.
then I'll maybe once a day on Facebook, maybe, but I don't even think that often anymore. I'll
Hmm.
go a few days, but I'd like to get on there and just be posting more in the
Hmm.
group because then you
Right.
can literally, you post and you can share to your stories or to other groups, your feeds. So I like to do that just to kind of get my name out there a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let's see. Oh, I think we did talk about this a little bit. A difficult part of YouTube, coming up with new topics and how to keep, your audience engaged and wanting them to. How do you figure out how to get them to come back?
Um, I think being yourself,
Hmm.
and not, like if you try, excuse me, if you try too hard, I don't think that's really going to work. I think you just need to, whatever topic that you are talking about, be confident, um, know everything, not know everything, but just stand your ground in that
Be
topic.
comfortable with
I'm a
your
very controversial,
opinion.
yeah, like person. I talk about all different types of topics. I really don't give a crap what anyone thinks of me, or um like if I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna say it.
Mhm.
Um, I'm very respectful. I don't like, um, I'm not like people on social media that are like vengeful and all these lynch mob mentality. I don't do that.
Mhm.
But when there's a topic that I'm talking about and I believe in, I'm very passionate. That's the word.
Yeah, about it. I got you. That
Hmm.
makes sense. I think too, I think you're right because it's like that confidence, that just comfortable in your own
Hmm.
skin, just being authentically who you are.
Hmm.
That has made it easier. Because
Yeah.
like for me, even just and I mean, I probably won't do this forever. I'm sure my family hates it because like my
Why?
dad, well, like no, in the sense of like how I look on camera. You know what I mean?
What?
No. Okay, let me explain. Okay, so my dad is a super like business professional, wear the tie, the suit, the whole thing. Mom's super girly, so she's like, dry your eyebrows in, baby, put your lipstick on, like the full thing. And so, but most of the time, I barely look like this, like if I put on some lip gloss and I always have on my scrubs. But because it's like I'm running in and out of the house all the time. And if I have to prepare for the video, write something down for the video, do the video, edit the video, post the video, do the SEO, I'm keeping on these scrubs. I can't do it.
You just cannot do it?
I just because then I have to, right? You run into the room and you're like, okay, I've
Hmm.
got to put on a shirt, put on and I'm
Hmm.
just like, too much. Nope.
Right.
And so in that circumstance, they're a little like, they're like, will you get out of those scrubs? And I'm just like, I ain't got time. I can't do it all. Okay. I don't have no kids and no husband, but look, I can't do all this other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's super comfortable though. So when I do it, I feel like myself. I'm like, Kanisha, it's been a long day. You
Hmm.
tried not to kill a few people today.
Right.
And I did a video last night at 10 p.m. and I was so tired.
Really?
And it was just like I knew because I'm going to be on vacation for a few days. So I was just like, you know what? It'd be nice to already have a video available to
Hmm.
post on Thursday instead of having to run back here and then figure out how to get that video even done to post. So I was trying to make looking ahead keeps you from, having things be difficult. So that's what yeah, but I was in my scrubs. I put my little jewelry on, little black scrubs. I'm like, don't even pay me any mind, okay? But it makes me feel at least comfortable though, because I'm not trying to hurry up and put this on and it's a lot more relaxing. I can
Right.
just be.
Right. I just posted a reel on Instagram before we went live, and it already has 1,000 views.
Wow, really?
Mm.
Well, yeah, because you've been telling me, yeah, that reels
Yeah.
are
So
like
Instagram has been just, yeah, it's 1,114 views. So in like 20 minutes. So Instagram is just doing very well for me. It's performing
That's
pretty good.
good. Yeah, and it's like, but you're taking the time and putting in the effort for it,
Yeah.
and it takes a little bit more because it's been around for a while now. Like how TikTok
Yeah.
hasn't been around as long. So
But
initially
I
it's
search on TikTok for all the video, like whatever song is doing really good on
mhm,
TikTok, whatever like
use it on IG.
content is, I modify it to like what I'm doing on my Instagram,
Mm.
and I do that. Have you watched Vanessa Lau
A little
on
bit, not a
Instagram?
lot
She's
though.
really good. She does like a lot of tips and tricks on how to improve your growth. I was gonna take her course. And I probably am because I really want to get to that level. I don't know if coaching is what I really want to do though. I don't
Okay,
think my business plan coaching is no.
that's gonna
I
be
don't want
like
to teach people how to run a business. No.
okay, and that's gonna be
But
like
I
the
want to give them the tools on how to leave their job.
oh, okay,
Let
gotcha.
me go to the
That's
restroom. I'll
cool.
be right back. So you
Okay,
continue talking and I'll be right back, okay?
okay, no problem.
Sorry.
You're fine. And so Jennifer was saying that the coaching won't be a big piece of her business, but that for me, that'll be a large piece of my business with my family. Because my dad is in leadership, I guess, what would you call it? Like organizational and leadership coaching. So a big part of my business will be that financial coaching, wellness coaching, all that fun stuff. But I wanted to briefly talk about one of the other perks of being on YouTube, which is search engine optimization, so SEO. And so this is one of the things where you get an opportunity to hone those skills for really all of your businesses to come, including your reselling business. So you're using keywords. So like if it's a gray J. Crew sweater, you're making sure that you have in specific keywords so people can find the item that they're looking for or find the product that they're looking for, or Google can make sure that you are higher in the search results. So if it's that particular sweater that someone's looking for, you want to have the brand name J. Crew in there. You want to have the color in there. You want to have maybe it's a wool material in there. You want to have the size in the title. And so on YouTube, you often want to have those search engine optimization, have that SEO in both your title and your description, as well as the words in your video. Because from what I've read, that makes your video show up in the algorithm, because the algorithm is seeking out those keywords, whether it's eBay or reselling business or how to make money online in 2021, right? Because I bet a lot of people in the world, what is it, like 8 billion people in the world are searching for how do you make money online in 2021? That has to be a super keyword that people are searching for. So if Jennifer, let's say, is teaching you how to leave your job and go online, people should be hitting her YouTube video from Google all the time. Search engine optimization. So, and especially if you're, also telling a story and also using those keywords, more people will be able to find that video.
I'm back.
Oh, I was about to say, let's see how long she's going to leave me on here.
I know, huh? Probably for like the whole rest of the show. Sorry.
No, you're good. I was talking about SEO. So
Oh yeah.
using it in your reselling business and using it on YouTube.
On
How
Google, yeah.
exactly? Google
I
will
always
find
search
you
my
and bring you
name.
up.
I always search myself to see what comes up.
Yeah, I
You
haven't
know,
searched myself in a long time.
yeah. Search yourself, see what comes up. I had some stuff that came up that was off, so I actually
Mhm.
called those companies, and they took it off.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been a while
'cause
since I.
Jennifer is a very popular name.
Yeah, that's true. Very, very popular.
Hmm.
It's true. You find stuff all over the place. I had a friend where's she, a psychiatrist? Where it turns out that she was on Facebook, but there was some club in her area that was using her picture on a flyer to promote their club.
Ugh,
Yes, girl. She had to like completely get off Facebook, and she was just like, I'm a healthcare professional. This is
wow.
not
Yeah.
cool. You know what I mean? She's like, I am. So yeah.
Yeah, there's some nurses that have been caught having OnlyFans and they're making six figures on OnlyFans, and their nurses and their employers find out and they want them to quit and all their stuff, so
Oh, interesting.
yeah.
I can only imagine the kind of things, right, that if your employer, I guess if your employer gets a hint of it or whatever, what they do and don't like, I don't even know.
Yeah, my employer knows that I'm on social media. I think they've seen some of my videos, and I could care less if they see it.
I've been trying to hide it for forever. It's not working very much.
But no one on social media knows like my employer, and they'll never find out ever. Good luck if you want to try, though. Go ahead and try. Go ahead and try. I wish you would. No, there's 4 people watching right now. So.
No. Hi guys. I didn't even see that there were 4 people watching. Can I even see that? Nope.
Yeah, it says right at the right hand corner. Oh, okay.
No, I don't see it.
Oh,
mine just says powered by StreamYard.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think we made it through everything
I know
we wanted to talk about. We sure did.
Yeah. So we just need to like always know that owning your own business is tough. Being on social media is tougher, but it is worth it. It is worth it. I've always told people, because I've never was a social media type of person before the pandemic. If you would have came up to me and told me in 2019 you're gonna have a YouTube channel, I've been like, yeah, you're out of your effing mind.
Yeah, I would have said the same thing.
Like you're smoking something. I would have been like, there's no way.
There's no way.
But I think when George Floyd and Breonna Taylor were murdered, it just lit a fire up under me that they can't talk anymore. They can't speak. They were murdered. My silence is actually harming the community in general. African American community, reselling community, female entrepreneur community, so many communities. It's silencing. And I just can't be quiet anymore. I just can't. I'd rather die with a big mouth than die silent, if that makes sense. I'm serious.
It does, because you have a voice. So yeah, if you never speak up, yeah. And it's like I'm learning that a lot more because I'm pretty, I guess, quiet in a sense to a point. So yeah, and like being able to speak up, like you said, in some political situations, or being able to, for me to speak up at work when I'm like, okay, we need to change this or adjust to this or plan for the kid. Like there's so many little things where you're like, okay, everyone else's mind may not be, a few steps ahead. So you have to be okay with bringing it up and people not liking it.
No, I'm pro-vaccine. I'm a Democrat. I'm voting no on the recall for Governor Newsom. If you live in California and you are watching, make sure you mail your ballot out. No on the recall, people. No. And don't put whoever you would want if Governor Newsom loses. They want you to do that, but that's a trick. It has to be black or blue ink. Yeah. So I'm pro-choice. I'm pro-vaccine. I am a Democrat, and and I'm a supporter of Nicole State for the people in the back. Yes.
So just in case they didn't hear you.
In case there's any type of miscommunications, I really don't care, and that's going to be open for controversy, and it's okay. Yeah.
People have their own opinions. That's the point in life. And everyone is
YouTube is all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you and your opinion.
Zombies if everybody were the same.
Exactly. We can be respectful and disagree and have dialogue. But some people don't think that. They think that it's okay to bash people and be negative and be rude. So I will leave comments open to this video on my channel. If it gets nasty, I will block you. I'm just letting you guys know because I don't have time for that shit. I had to babysit the other video that I posted, and then I turned off the comments because it was just so exhausting. I think I got over like 300 comments, and I had to like delete. Yes, I had to delete and block. It's
engagement, but it sounds like it was on like literal.
Oh yeah, it counts as engagement,
but it was just a lot of.
I'm not gonna have people say you're a troll, you're ugly. You're not gonna attack my looks like on my channel. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of effort.
The question is why? Like, what does that do for you to do all that?
People are mean. We're in that time and age where it's just
Yeah, you can sit behind your computer and type
and
and
be a keyboard
say
warrior.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad and scary because the world is
Small.
crazy and scary enough. So it's just
Mm-hmm.
like,
And a lot, I'm not a religious person, but I was raised Catholic, and I know the Bible, and there's a part where it's end of times, and if you really read that, if you um, people don't pay attention, like they do not pay attention, like they don't pay attention, like pay attention.
the plagues, the famine, the
It
girl,
says that what we're going through right now is
it's
right,
already written.
man. Am I the only one that I feel that the world is like
It's already
going
written. But I mean, it's a thing too that like everybody's individual life is already written. There's already
right?
a plan, a destined plan
Exactly,
for you already,
exactly.
regardless of what you're
Mhm,
doing or not doing right now. But yeah,
mhm.
this things are already written.
And this COVID-19 variant does not play.
Oh no.
There was a radio talk show host that he was all over social media. He was controversial. He was against vaccines. It's a joke. The government's trying to. He caught COVID and died and dropped dead. This
Yeah, I
this
saw.
is it's not
I saw.
playing. It
Yeah,
is not
and it
playing.
doesn't care if we're black, white, blue, yellow.
Why, if you're
Doesn't care if you
young
have
or old,
$1 million, a celebrity or not.
mm-mm, it
Doesn't
does not give
care.
a damn. It will come for you.
Mhm.
It got Jesse Jackson and his wife.
Yep, I saw that today.
Jesse Jackson is now in a in a
Rehab.
in a rehab, and his wife went to the ICU, and they're both
Yeah.
vaccinated.
Yeah. Oh, and I didn't even think about it. They were both vaccinated. That's scary. But they're up in age, right? They're probably in their 70s, maybe. Might be making that up,
But
but
your immune system's weaker at that age, anyways.
mhm.
Yes, and a lot of people are like, if you take the vaccine, you can still catch COVID. Motherfucker, you took the measles vaccine, you can still catch measles. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand like your like logic. Because if like you can still catch polio. There's still breakthrough cases with polio. Is it common? No, it's like 1 in a billion. You know, and polio and measles and rubella, those diseases are not around because guess what? We're vaccinated. Guess what? There's a vaccine. Oh my god. You know what I mean? And I know there's a whole like debate against like mandates of the of vaccination, which I am all for. I'm all for mandating. Okay. Especially because as a business owner, let's just say I didn't sell my clothing on Poshmark. Let's say I had it in a brick and mortar store. I have a right as a business owner to hire vaccinated or unvaccinated employees. That's my
Ultimately,
right. It's my business.
yes.
I own it. I pay light, water, gas, salary. That's my right. So that's just like a hospital. The people that own the hospital have a right to hire vaccinated or unvaccinated staff.
To
You
require
know,
it or not to require it. It's
when you
hard
go
to,
to nursing school, when you go to pharmacy school, when you do any type of healthcare education, what do you have to have? Immunizations. I couldn't go to nursing school without having my shots up to date.
before you start
And
the
that
job.
was a requirement of
Ask
the
for it as well.
college. Exactly. And it just gets on my nerves like really bad when we have these nurses out here, and they're being blasted on TikTok like big time. Like TikToker nurses out there are really, man, whoo, don't get on their bad side. You want to talk about rough, hard social media? TikTok is nurses are rough. They're not playing anymore. They're not
Stressed.
playing. Find out your address, find out where you work at. They'll call your employer. They are not playing. It's not a joke to them anymore. But I don't understand how you can be in the medical field, a nurse, a doctor, a CNA, because in the medical field or a medical team is a group of people. It's not just one person. It's the physician, it's the nurse, it's the pharmacy tech, it's the CNA, it's the housekeeping, it's the one that cleans your room. It's a group, it's a team. That's what being a nurse is all about. You're working with a team of people to take care of your patients. And if you think that it's okay, like not to be vaccinated and to come out and say, "Oh, it's my body, it's my choice." Yeah, that is true, and it's the employer's choice and the employer right to have you work there. I don't understand how you can be a nurse and not believe in science. That's where I get lost.
I don't know. It's hard because people are just like, well, if they have a decision to make about whether they mandate it or not, they're like, well, why don't I get my choice about whether I want to get it or not? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's hard. You know, I understand what you mean because you're like, okay, when you're caring for the patient, their patient and the patient's family, I'm sure they probably want their full team vaccinated. They
Mhm.
don't want to think about, okay, one of
Mhm.
these team members may not be vaccinated that's caring for
Yep.
me. That's probably difficult. But then I
Yeah.
still agree that people should be able to have a choice. So it's hard
Mhm.
because I'm like, because I keep
Mhm.
thinking I at least had a choice, you know, before all the
Mhm.
mandates and all this. Kanisha said to herself, Kanisha, girl, you gonna get this vaccine? And I was like, I don't know now. I'm gonna have 12 hats afterwards, but
Man,
so I got to decide, you know,
man,
and I got to go in the
exactly.
office and say, Kanisha's ready.
Exactly. And I understand the fear of when it first came out. I have sympathy because
Yeah,
I was one of the people that was scared,
I was
okay?
too.
It's
Yeah.
past the year though, folks. It's past
Mhm.
the year. 600,000 people in the US have are died of COVID.
Yep.
It's
Hospital
gotten
is
to a
full.
point where
10th
I
outside,
have
hospital's
zero
full.
patience. Yeah. For healthcare professionals, especially that are like, they're going onto TikTok. I did it. They just gave me the notice and I like lost my job. Bitch, you did not lose your job. You chose not to get vaccinated. And so bye. It's okay. I left the nursing profession, but I'm fully vaccinated. I left because the day that they told me I didn't have to wear an N95 mask, oh, I was
You were
done.
like, oh no. Yeah, you're like, I don't know
Yeah.
about
I've,
that.
I've been a nurse for 5 years. You're gonna tell me that I can wear an N95 for a week? No, no.
And they say, well, we'll clean it, maybe. And it took
It's
them
a
a
wrap,
while to even
right?
figure out how to wash them. They were
It's
like, just wear it. At least it's better than nothing. And I'm
mm-mm,
like, okay.
no. That is like bad. That is bad.
It was interesting to start for
That
sure.
at that point, I was like kind of like, oh no. I was already at my tipping point before the pandemic. Nursing is a very draining physical. I was working in a hospice. I was helping people die. Like I it's one of the hardest professions to ever do. Then on top of that, you're gonna stick COVID-19. You're gonna have these arrogant patients come in because
Honey,
99% of patients that are in the hospital now are not vaccinated, and they're coming in arrogant as like arrogant, saying, oh, I don't have it, I'm fine, blah blah blah, and then they're begging for the vaccine. No, it's too late. No,
it's
now
so
you can't get it. Now take a deep breath.
it's yeah,
Hmm.
it's sad. It's like you read the profiles, like when I'm giving the meds and dosing the
Hmm.
meds, it's you just feel sad. And we're having to
Yeah.
decide basically whether they get which treatment they get and if they get a treatment at all. And then
Hmm.
you read and say, oh, they're unvaccinated. Oh, their kids got their kids have COVID too, or oh, they got it from their daughter, and it's exhausting.
Hmm.
And I'm like, will it be like this till 2023? Because at this point,
They said that a pandemic takes 5 years.
that's
5 years.
Jesus take the wheel. Because
The
what?
Spanish flu took 5 years.
I think I heard at least three, easy.
It's
But
five
wow,
years
five
because
years.
with the Spanish flu, the first year they didn't even know what it was.
They were like, we don't know what to do with this, which is what we
They
did.
knew that it was some type of illness. They
Yeah.
knew, and then so the second year they started to wear masks. The first year they didn't.
Mhm.
During the second wave, which is what we're going through, the month of November when everyone went indoors was the highest death toll of the
Mhm.
Spanish flu. It killed over 50 like billion people because
It's like,
everyone went inside, and they're saying that that's why they want you to get your booster shot, because they want,
mhm.
before it hits winter, they want us to have harder its immunity,
Wow.
because we have not hit herd its immunity yet. Not enough people are
Mhm.
vaccinated
No, we're
for
even
us to
close,
get.
are we? We're like 40% something.
No.
No.
And to all the people out there, I'm vaccinated, I still got COVID. Yeah, you ain't dead though, right? You're talking though, right? You're on a ventilator? Yeah, okay. Go sit down.
Mhm.
because this virus is not normal. It's not like the flu. It's nothing that
It's
we've ever
going,
seen.
it's going like
I've
this.
talked to all of my doctor friends and nurse friends. This is not something that we've ever seen before.
Seen, experienced, or
This is a
otherwise.
very vicious, very awful virus, very attacking your lungs like no tomorrow.
Yeah. And all the
This
phone
is not
conversations
normal.
with the
This is
doctors
not
is
something
insane.
that yeah, that's why I tell people in the Bible it says people not paying attention. Now, I tell I
You're not wrong.
that's
You're
why
not
when I go onto
wrong.
social media and I stick up for what I believe in or my views, I'm okay. Like I can sit in my truth and be okay and welcome the attacks because it's the end of times if people don't want to, you know.
Yeah, because it's very clear in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're just mean to one another. There's horrible things going on. How we treat one another. We're just
Yeah.
not nice anymore. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Where did the
There's
nicety
Karens out in
go?
the world being mean.
Yeah, I don't
You know what I
know.
mean? There's police officers crushing people's necks with their knee. Who freaking does that? And it's on video?
Right. And video and posted everywhere.
Did people know that a
Everywhere in the
16-year-old
world.
girl filmed that?
I
She's
didn't know.
traumatized for the rest of her life. She said, "Should I have stopped filming and helped George?" She questions herself.
Mm,
Can you imagine holding that guilt
yeah.
as a 16-year-old child?
She's like, could I have done something? And if
Could
I
I have
was
done
not
something. Yeah, when
involved,
she
would it have been?
testified in court. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
I don't know. And she's like, because right, you'd be thinking, okay, is filming all that I can really do right now? Because I mean, three, because was it three of them? One,
Mm.
two, three, or four of them, maybe four policemen, right? So I just,
And
yeah.
only one is in jail. The other three got off.
Mm,
What does that say about our justice system? And then Breonna Taylor, you can be asleep in your bed and someone can knock on your door and come in and shoot you to death. Do people not like? Am I the only one that sees that?
and there's so many like I don't even know, like different stories out there too. So it's
They have the wrong address.
conflictual.
Hmm.
Hmm. I don't know, girl.
It's crazy.
It's a lot. It really is. And now we have like stuff going on in these other countries now too, and
Oh yeah,
bombing and our
Afghanistan,
soldiers, and I'm just like,
the soldiers that died. And it's horrible. It is horrible that those soldiers were killed, and I have compassion for their families.
yeah. And
But also, we
all I
have
can do is
to.
pray. That's all I can do
We,
because I'm like, I don't know what
but
else to do.
also, you have to understand that freedom is at a price. And when you're in the military and you sign up to put your life on the line to fight for this country and give your life for freedom. That's what the United States military is all about. It's sad that soldiers die. I don't want no one to die. I don't want no soldier to be killed ever. But that's what that is what that's about. You're risking your life to fight for our freedom, to protect our freedom. That's what being in the military is all about. You're risking your life, literally, to fight for the United States, to keep our freedom intact from bin Laden or ISIS or whatever
Mhm.
is going on. Do we want soldiers to die? Of course not. We do not. That's horrible what has happened.
It is.
But they died to keep us free. I don't know if people really understand that. You know what I mean? They perished horribly. They shouldn't have died, period. You know? But I don't know. Like our president said, we were there for 20 years. God damn.
Hmm.
20 years.
Yeah.
How much more do we have to be there for?
Hmm.
He couldn't sign for another 6,000 soldiers to go out there. I don't blame him. 20 years. When's it gonna end? You
Mm,
know?
yeah.
And they have to get out all of the Americans.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I've been wanting to be abreast of everything that's going on, but needing to separate myself in the same breath because it's too
I
much.
only watch the news an hour a day. Literally, I time myself. 15 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes like around my lunchtime, and the rest when I
Okay.
come home. I
Okay.
don't watch the news more than an hour
Mm. And I read mine usually on my
because
phone.
it
So
literally stresses
it's
me out.
just, yeah, it's like
Literally, I
all
don't watch
day.
anything. I don't
It's a lot.
really focus any news on COVID. I don't want to hear about it because I already know. I know enough. I work in the field. I don't need to be told what's going on.
It's a
I don't
lot.
need to be told that people are dying, that people don't want to take the vaccine, all these anti-vaxxers, all these protests. Like I don't want to hear it.
Mm.
I really, really don't. Because I already hear it at work. I already have nurses at work that I'm not even vaccinated. It's my body, my choice. Nah, 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 nah. It's me. Me. I already hear all that. I already hear all that.
It's
I don't
like
need
I
to hear that.
still kind of read some of it only because I'm like, okay, if I can get a piece of something that, okay, some neighboring hospital, this is happening, or something like maybe I'll get some kind of, I guess,
Hmm.
information that could help us at our hospital
Yeah.
sometimes. So I kind of, but it's a
Hmm.
lot. It's like everything is, they're like leeches. Everything's
Right.
attaching to me, and I'm like, get off of me! I can't breathe.
Right.
Because it makes it
Right.
hard to get out of bed every day.
Right. And
So.
this one girl at my job, she was like, "Are you gonna get the booster?" I go, yeah. She's like, "Aren't you afraid about the chemicals that you put in your body?" And I'm like, "Do you take vitamins?" And she's like, "Well, of course. They're not FDA approved." And she goes, "What do you mean?" I go, "They're not FDA. They're not FDA approved.
This
They've
was
never been."
this was news to her.
Yeah. I go, "Half the shit you put on your body is not FDA approved."
He's so funny. Girl,
And she looked at me.
let's get off alive. We're gonna get
Huh?
off alive. We can continue our conversation later. We're gonna get off alive.
Yeah,
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this part
I know.
previous to our rant, okay? Take it for what it is, all
Yeah,
right?
but we have 3 people watching. So,
Do we? Our randomness.
yeah, I know.
Oh Lord.
All right. We will talk to you guys later. And I don't know when we'll be back, but we will be
At
back.
some point. We'll do the best we can.
Follow me about the 1,000 listings I'm going to list on Poshmark starting September 1st. 1,000 listings, 35 listings a day, 200 for 200 listings a week. I'm either going to miserably fail or miserably succeed.
Hot mess.
Yeah. All
And I'll
right.
be watching her do that because I'm not participating.
You're not going to join me?
We out, huh?
You're
Do
not going to join me?
girl, 1,006, no ma'am. I'm gonna continue at my speed. I'm gonna root for you and be in your corner. Go, girl, go. But that's it. But yes, I'm gonna continue
All
my
right.
speed of listing. Because 30 something a day? Oh no. No. Uh-uh.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to get us offline.
See you
Bye.
then. Bye.